This is Jason Patrick. Welcome to the Frog Brothers Podcast.
Welcome back to Haunted by Tapes with the Frog Brothers Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Frog Bros Podcast.
Haunted by Tapes.
Spooky season at its finest. It's officially October, the first episode we recorded in October
So
of
far.
2022. But we got some shit to get to before we get to our movies. So let's chat a little bit about the ongoings and collections we've been expanding.
Well, I got some things this week.
Show them off.
Well, there's Captain Planet that everybody can see right here. He's going to be making some appearances around the set because I love him. Look at that fucking green mullet. I mean, does that not just get you rock hard?
Flat top mullet.
Exactly. Aim for the flat top when you
That's a
skeet.
beautiful mullet.
That's what I do. I skeet on his
That
mullet.
same company made some Shadows of the Empire figures. I have a Dash Rendar. Very similar to that.
Applause. Yeah, he still has the... I love that fucking little Captain Planet.
Yeah,
logo
mine
and
still
shit.
has the tag on it too, the Dash Rendar. So
And the Planeteers. And then I also picked up
Steel Magnolias.
an original
on VHS.
Stay Puffed.
Where'd you find that at?
This was $14, which is actually less than the new one at Brass Armadillo.
Nice.
Got the old foot stamp and stuff. I compared him. He's just a little bit thicker than that boy.
Yeah, they had to make a new mold, but yeah, they're very similar, but
Yeah. So that's fun.
I think they made them just different enough that way people wouldn't be scamming people trying to buy old ones.
I know you can usually get these for like $20, $25, so I was like $14, and it's in my hand now. Sure, you know. I never had an original.
I bought
so.
The one I had was an original mom sold, and I bought one on eBay a while back, and it's really dirty, but I'm like, it looks like it's well played with.
Well, this one's fairly dirty too, but yeah, in comparison to that one, it's fine.
Yeah,
having
for
both.
sure.
So, let's see. Also, I got Bring It On VHS.
Well, you have so many VHS now, you're just really having to expand the collection to other shit.
My taste is just different than yours too. I mean, let's be honest. But this has Kirsten Dunst dancing around in a skirt, and
Kirsten Dunst.
so you know I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. Who else is in this? Eliza Dushku,
Oh, yeah.
Jesse Bradford, Gabrielle Union. Well, I mainly bought that because I also picked up a DVD this week of the newest Bring It On sequel, Bring It On, Cheer or Die, which is the first slasher movie in the Bring It On franchise, but not the first horror movie.
What?
But don't
What?
get it? I'm
Waka,
saying that
waka,
terribly.
waka.
Yes, seventh Bring It On movie, and all of a sudden it's a slasher movie.
Are you fucking... I want to watch that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I didn't expect either of you
That
to want to
sounds
watch
amazing.
it. It's PG-13, so
So?
Yeah, I still want to watch
the
it.
kills aren't super gory, but it'll be streaming on Sci-Fi and Universal.
So
they made this.
Are they going to go into space?
Because Bring It On, this is Universal as far as yes. So now Sci-Fi's partnered in on it, and it becomes a slasher movie where the cheerleaders are being killed off one by one.
But it's not the first horror movie in the franchise.
Exactly. Da-dum-tsh. Because
I
they're
mean-
bad. Because they
Yes.
did a bunch of direct-to-video sequels, like this one.
I mean,
But this one's I haven't seen all the Bring It On sequels. I've literally only seen the first one.
I like Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. Teen Wolf 2 is controversial because a lot of people don't like Teen
You
Wolf.
got the Bateman in there.
It's still solid.
Now this one,
Isn't his sister in it too? Like, isn't it brother and sister in that one?
No,
Or am I remembering wrong? Okay.
you're imagining your
Can we-
masturbatorial fantasies over here.
Can we do that one for Haunted by Tapes in November? To Bring It On?
Probably.
I don't know.
Ooh,
We
I
can
like
maybe
that
work it in.
clamshell. Ooh, a rental copy of Critters.
Ooh.
Ooh, with that nice fucking Columbia lettering.
Can we do Critters next month too?
Ooh, that's a nice tape. That's a hot tape right there. Look at that.
Critters, ladies and gentlemen, in a clamshell rental box.
Ooh,
And
that
anytime you
looks-
find any horror on VHS, you're lucky in general, but like For it to also look this cool and sexy, and for it to be critters. Hell yeah.
And that's nice because they clearly cut the VHS box art up and just taped it in there.
There's a please rewind me sticker that somebody tried to rip off.
Now that looks like a
I'm not
grocery store
rewinded
style
shit.
case. Like that's something like
Yeah.
a Hy-Vee or Dillon's would used to do for their video stores back in the day. They'd like just cut the boxes up and make them into clamshells.
Beautiful. I'm definitely going to watch this
Yeah.
on my TV in my room and in bed.
On your VHS player.
My VCR. The Wolfman.
The Wolfman.
That's a nice
The
VHS.
classic collection, which is I'm trying to collect these basically.
Damn, that's clean too.
And it's
But you can't find the figure.
exactly. But still a sick find. And also debatably just as sick.
There's my gum from last week.
Bride of Frankenstein?
It's the classic monster collection, not the classic collection Universal Monsters. But still Bride of Frankenstein VHS tape, and it's sealed. Original seal too.
What's that sticker on the outside?
What that?
Oh, this one.
Oh, that's from the booth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can get it off, but I don't want to rip the cellophane.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk.
Not worth
Nick, this one's for you, baby. But it's not really. It's for me, but it's, you know. I found Jack Frost with Michael Keaton on VHS. How are you going to not have that on our set in Christmas time?
I mean, yeah.
Picked that up.
Next to the other Jack Frost.
The world's coolest. Oh, he's the world's coolest dad.
Yeah, we need
And
to,
he's going to prove it this November.
we need to do both of those.
Hey, isn't that a sequel to Mr. Mom?
I thought it was a Batman sequel.
We need to do both of
Becomes
those
a snowman
back to back
instead.
next
Yeah.
this Christmas here.
The last VHS tape is the Wild Thornberrys movie from Nickelodeon.
I like that blue clamshell. That's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah. You want to peep that, baby.
Not an orange tape, though?
Surprised it's not.
Huh.
Paramount. Interesting.
Parent company.
Yeah. But, you know,
You haven't shown off your
Tim
Casper.
Curry's in that movie.
You haven't shown off your Casper puppets on the show, have you?
Not on the show, but they're all sitting out front today. Stinky and Stretch.
Did you find that
and
set on eBay, or did you buy that at the flea market?
eBay. But here's the thing. Those ship for about $15 each. And I won them all in an auction for $20 shipped all together. So I was like,
Fuck yeah,
that's
dude.
$5 a puppet. They're in good enough condition. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're in good condition.
So
Or
speaking
this
of
one
Pizza
is.
Hut, love to do those puppets, man, and these are actually really cool. I don't think I ever saw those.
I had one or two of these, and then I had the Aladdin's what was it called? Eureka's Castle puppets.
I know a lot of people had the Land Before Time ones, and then remember when they did that shitty Flipper movie with Paul Hogan?
Wasn't it? Oh shit, Elijah Wood.
Flipper, where
They-
he eats a bunch of, he has cans of SpaghettiOs. That's what he likes to eat in that movie. Paul
Anyway,
Hogan.
so I was at my friend's house, and we were in like 5th or 6th grade at the time, whenever that came out, and we ordered pizza for dinner. You know, I was like having a sleepover or something like that, and
Fuck yeah.
his mom ordered one of those for each of us just to embarrass him. It was fucking heroic, and like she wouldn't let me leave it there. She like made me take it with
Which
me.
puppets?
The Flipper puppets from Pizza Hut.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
remember those.
I was like,
I do remember those, and I kind of want one now.
Well,
Yeah.
you were too good for a flipper puppet.
They
Did
did.
you get the Paul Hogan one?
Ooh,
Yeah,
which
they didn't have a Paul Hogan puppet.
which Jurassic Park did they do?
They never did Jurassic Park, did they? They did Land Before Time.
Who else? Who did the Velociraptor puppet that was like?
Yeah, they did Land Before Time.
I know that, but somebody did. Maybe it was something else, but it was
puppet?
very similar. I think so. A Velociraptor hand puppet isn't that in anyone else's memory? I'm gonna Google this while we talk.
Oh yeah, check it out. I love all those. Where's the Casper one?
He's up.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I like how he's got that more.
He's got some marks on him, but you know, whatever.
Actually, he's the worst out of the bunch. The
Yeah.
other ones look good though.
This one looks really good.
I might try to clean him off a little bit, but some of that looks like it's probably a little permanent. But
use some white out. You got anything, Justin? You gonna show off your little?
Oh yeah.
your
So
little
my
movie here?
Lost Boys 4K collector's set from Zavy came in, and I like the box art on this better for
The
for it.
box art.
The box art on this is much
Ooh,
better.
steel. Is that steel?
Yeah. Nice box for everything on the outside. And I got photos of this on our Instagram, so go check it out if you want to see better views. But the steel book on this is nice. Obviously, it comes with the Blu-ray, the 4K. It doesn't have the digital copy, which isn't a problem because I already have a digital copy. But then it's got a little booklet, kind of a comic book that kind of gives you some rundown of the movie. And then There's a double-sided poster in here and like little postcards of all the characters, so those would be easy to frame up and hang up.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know where it's from or what it's from.
Oh,
It doesn't say what it's.
yeah.
It could just be a regular ass toy, but like,
Maybe those were sold at the store. Huh, I don't know. But yeah, this box set's what I got. And then I also picked up the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch NECA figures because I
did
fucking
you?
love that movie.
I've been watching
Yeah, I've
some
been
VHS tapes of that on eBay.
I've been seeing them hit the stores again lately.
Which, if we want to talk about eBay purchases this week as well. We haven't got here yet, but let's talk about them anyway.
Oh, speaking of eBay shit, I just bought, and I didn't wear it over tonight because I need to wash it, but I bought a fucking members only jacket. The style and cut that he wears in Goonies.
Mouth?
Yeah.
That's funny. I have a Purple Rain shirt like he wears in that.
Nice. No, I got a black jacket just because I wear a lot of black, but it was they're making those jackets brand new again, and they're like $90 shipped, and I just got on eBay, and I looked up a fucking vintage one from the 80s that was used, and I was like, $20 or $25 shipped or whatever. Pretty good deal.
I picked up a VHS of Bride of Chucky
Hell yeah.
for $6 shipped. Once you get to those VHS tapes, they're a lot cheaper than like the first 3 Child's Play movies, so I just wanted to pick one up, and that is one of my favorites, so I know it's controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it, but then I won an auction of 3 Nightmare on Elm Street tapes.
Oh, there you go.
Originals. So they're not like right here. I need to rebuy this movie in the original format because this is the later releases where they have that red border and it's not the movie poster, which is kind of lame. So
Oh, yeah.
it's the later release. But this 3-pack that I won in this auction includes Dream Warriors. Hell yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Classic
It's like
box
my
right
T-shirt.
there.
The Dream Child, which is my least favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie, but still, I like it. And then Freddy's Dead, which I have the poster of back there, but look at that VHS. This thing's been through hell. I love it.
Oh, yeah, that's badass.
And I also won a Surge can. I like to collect some soda cans and things. There's a new Jolt bottle here, actually, too. Jolt Cola. And, yeah, so that's coming to me soon. I'll have a Surge can from 1997.
Badass.
So that's about it. Justin's
Good
looking
stuff.
at these Casper puppets on
Yeah,
eBay
no, I
on
was
his
like,
phone.
God damn it, there's something I didn't even know I needed.
They're beautiful, especially with the ghost aesthetic in general.
Yes, they are. I mean, just for a Halloween display, they just look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to probably wind up punting those down, you bastard. I hate it when I see shit that I didn't know that I needed. Did I need it?
I mean, just look at those. They're beautiful.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like, I'm doing better on eBay auctions than I ever have been. Nobody's been swooping in at all.
Oh, really?
I'm able to get shit. I'm like, whoa.
Well, I think now people are struggling financially now. What was really
Same.
bad was it the pandemic when we got free government money and like that just became eBay
I was living at
shopping money?
home, so it 100%, like $700 of it probably went to eBay. Like, that's why we have that Freddy Krueger standee, that Independence Day video store sign. Lots of dumb things.
But
Fun
I mean,
things.
to me, that's when there was really eBay problems. Like, because normally I'm pretty good at eBay, and I've been on eBay forever. So
Usually I just go buy it now. I fucking ignore the auctions. But lately I've been going all auction and getting shit cheaper. So I'm like,
yeah, I do a lot of the buy it now just so I don't have to fucking wait.
yeah.
Because that's usually when I get fucked is like if I'm busy at the end of an auction. And so sometimes I won't even bid on something unless it's ending at a time where I know I'll be able to conveniently fucking work and my angle on it.
Sometimes I just go on there and look and see I look up just VHS and see what's ending soonest. Try to snag some shit, some motherfuckers.
I see some cassette tapes over here hanging up on the popcorn display. Where'd you get those?
Oh, those are vintage from 1996.
Nice.
Paid $1.99 for that at Red Racks.
Looks good.
I know. I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll buy that.
Yeah, put that up there. Yeah.
I like it. Plus, if I ever need extra tapes and I don't have any, I could use them. But I like the way they look just hanging there, too.
I like that striping. What is that? Neon yellow, orange, and purple.
Hell
Yeah, that looks fucking
It's
good.
made by Gemini.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got to see that. You need to start, show off some of these random ass finds you get.
Yeah, I try to, but there's goddamn a lot.
So are we splitting this into 2 episodes, or what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we don't have to, but may as well.
Yeah, we may as well. So we're going to talk...
If you do them separate, you have to release them pretty quick to catch
Yeah.
up on the trendiness of it.
That's what we're going to do.
All right, well...
So do one episode?
Yes, we're just going to review Hocus Pocus now.
The Hocus Pocus franchise.
I didn't take a lot of notes for this movie, right? And I'm going to preface this by saying
I've just been lazy lately, not
The
taking
first
shit
one?
for notes.
Yeah. I didn't really give a shit about this movie as a kid growing up, which is controversial for many people out there.
I'm still not 100% sure I watched it as a kid, but if I did, that was the last time.
Don't worry, I took 2 pages of notes for this one.
Oh my god.
Only 1 page for the sequel.
Oh.
Well, let's talk about this. July 16th, which is an odd time to release this, 1993. I feel like you could just release it in late September would be better.
Some of the Halloween movies just have no fucking sense for when they release this shit, because that wouldn't even have made... that wouldn't even...
It needs to be... This movie needs to be seen in Halloween because it's part of the plot.
Did they think that there was going to be like a big summer blockbuster? Or?
I don't know.
I mean, Halloween movies should, in theory, basically drop in mid-September. That way it's through the theaters all the way through Halloween.
Let's give a shout out to Extreme Ghostbusters actor Jason Marsden. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, who does the voice of
Thackeray Binks.
in cat form,
Yes.
Just-
Well, he does that voice of the other guy too. They voiced over him.
they dubbed him
Really?
over. That's funny.
It's hilarious. And his sister Emily is taken by the witches, and they fucking use this potion and shit. Turn his ass into a cat.
Yeah, because he's snooping around the place. Snoop around.
I like how dark this movie could be from like a 5-year-old's perspective. Like you're literally seeing witches get hanged and shit. Like, pretty cool.
It's almost... The beginning of it's a little bit on par with Ernest Scared Stupid, just as far as like as a
Oh,
young
hell
person
yeah.
could be very scared by this, but an adult's like, what
That-
the fuck is this?
That is one hell of a double feature right there.
Yeah. So,
I haven't watched that yet this season.
I fucking love that movie.
You have a copy of it, don't you?
Yeah.
Just checking.
I think I got a Blu-ray and a digital copy, and maybe a DVD of it.
I have a DVD of it, and I just bought an Ernest. Recently, I bought an Ernest 3-pack that had that one in it, just because. And it had also Goes to Jail and Camp.
Yeah, Ernest goes...
I need to buy the Christmas one still.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Yeah.
That's good.
That one's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The aesthetic of this movie rules. I do like the intro. Like you were saying, it very much feels like Ernest Scared Stupid, like this horror stage. A lot of it's a big stage, you can tell.
Yeah, and that works for a lot of it, because there's still plenty of it that's kind of shot outside or on like the backlot type of a setup, which works.
The cat transformation's just funny. The CGI cat meowing and shit looks pretty like okay, but like also weird, you know, like there's something weird about it, but
Yeah, because there's like a puppet on set that they like superimposed over, which works very well for the time, but there's just a few scenes where it looks really off, but it's aged fairly well, that's being said.
And then it goes to the classroom, and the teacher's talking about the witches, and Max is in there, and he's like, fuck this, and Max has Justin's old haircut.
Wait, from when I was a kid?
Well, I'm sure you had this. Yeah, yes, you did have this hair. I think in your 8th grade picture, I think that was hanging
Probably
out.
longer than that, yeah.
Pretty sure that's the picture it was.
Yeah.
It was middle school for sure when you had that. Just like this guy.
Yeah, exactly. We had no control. People were like, just do this with your hair. And you're like, whatever.
He gives that chick Allison his number in class, which is lame. And then
Well, that was about the smoothest thing he had going for him this whole movie.
Yeah, that was the only time you're not like, this kid's a fucking wanker.
I disagree. It's a fucking kid. If you're thinking this kid's a wanker who's a 13-year-old for not really doing anything.
He had the balls to give her his number, though.
That's how you did it back in those old-fashioned times, son.
But then she gives it back to him, so...
It's cringy. Sorry.
You had to have you each had to have home phones to call people. Or, like, if it lucked out, he could have given her an AOL Messenger name, assuming they both had dial-up internet.
1993? Fuck no, they didn't.
They might have.
Not these people.
They're in Salem, Massachusetts, man. They gotta have some money to live out there. It ain't cheap.
I didn't even know the internet existed until 1991. That was the first time he touched a computer, I think.
AOL Instant
Third
Messenger,
grade.
I don't think was being really used in 1993, at least not by teenagers.
90.
I know.
96, 97 maybe.
I would say 97, 96 probably too, maybe. But
That's
I don't
when
know
they
for
started
sure.
mailing them out.
I was still
crazy.
using that shit in 2005, so. Oh yeah, she gives the number back and bikes home, and that motherfucker
She
goes.
memorized it though.
That motherfucker goes and
Gives his shoes
randomly
away.
goes to the graveyard and gets his shoes stolen because he is getting off his bike to do something in the graveyard. God knows what he's doing there.
Yeah, is he gonna defecate on?
He's
someone's-
going there to get robbed on purpose. I don't know if that's like his
Yeah.
intention, but
and those two kids, like, why would you just
hilarious.
let them take your shoes?
Ice is hilarious. It's hilarious. He has ice shaved in the back of his head like a fucking ass. And he's doing that thing where he
Did
looks like
Vanilla
an,
Ice do that?
Ice.
I was about to say he looks like an extra from Ninja Turtles.
But did
One of the
Vanilla-
kids you'd see in the background.
But did Vanilla
Regular
Ice,
or menthol?
Did Vanilla Ice
Then you see
shave
Ice
the word
walk by.
ice in his head though?
I don't know. I'm not really like a Vanilla Ice connoisseur or anything.
We need Jerry on for that one. Jerry will know.
They call him Hollywood, and they steal his nice crossovers.
Cross trainers.
Cross trainers, yeah, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Fuck them. And that's funny.
Let me see if these.
He has a
fit.
cool bedroom, or at least I always thought it was cool as a kid. It'd be cool if there was more up there than just like steps. That little area where you could maybe put a book reading nook or something cool, but like
I like the room is
about
like
it.
the room is like all set up and decorated. Obviously set dressing, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you're like, did this motherfucker just move here? Because it seems like he's just getting to know these people. So did he move over the summer? Or did he just move and then like just set up his room?
what
before he
this
went to
movie is
school?
missing is a scene
There's a montage
similar.
of him decorating their bedroom and moving in.
just like in Freddy's Revenge, when he goes, "You need to go upstairs and unpack your room. You can't go anywhere." And he goes upstairs, and you literally see him backing his ass up, putting his drawer back and shit, and singing
Yeah,
and doing
grinding
this.
it in there. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you needed with this kid.
yeah. Freddy's Revenge.
And then Danny's spying on him because he's like, "Oh, Allison," he's like dry humping his pillow. He's about to beat
It's
off.
like you're so soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his sister's there, and he's like, "Fucking lame. Get the hell out of here. I'm about to beat
What
off."
if she waited? What if she waited too long? He already had his dick out. That'd have been weird.
They're not gonna do that in a Disney movie. But that's the reality, though. That's what. That's happened to people in real life.
She just kind of like sneaks out.
Could you imagine having to see the counselor for that?
A child.
It's so fucking wrong.
Hey,
Some of what you are about to see
Everyone's
and
got-
hear is explicit.
we all started with pillows.
Everyone's got some sort of trauma.
Well, it's
they're
perfect
dealing
because
with.
that explicit thing comes from Dateline NBC.
He's playing the drums.
Oh, yeah, which is funny. And she's like, "You're taking me trick-or-treating, bitch. You're my fucking bitch." And he's like, "Yeah." But, I mean, he should be taking his sister trick-or-treating, and he's too dumb to realize that that's exactly why Allison ends up liking him, basically. Mm-hmm. So, like, taking your sister trick-or-treating, oh, wow, he's grown up. He's not like these other boys. That would be the angle. But he's
Yeah.
too dumb to realize that, so. Whatever, you know. I like how there's a fucking painting of their new house hanging on the wall in their house. Did you notice that?
No, that's fucking genius set dressing, though. I love
It
that.
was so fucking dumb. It does it in a transition. It goes from like showing the actual house to showing the painting in the house, and it backs up, and then the dad's there, and he's like walking by. I'm like, fuck this.
So
What did they?
That's his dad's dream house. I guess.
That's amazing.
So weird.
I saw this house in a dream and I had to buy it.
There wasn't a mom, right? What did they say about the mom? Did they say? No, the mom was there.
My mom is there because she's
Yeah, I
dressed as
remember.
Madonna at the
Yeah.
fucking party later, you jagoff.
And we can just talk about her now real quick. That's the mom from Great Outdoors.
Oh yeah.
And
she
she's
looks even better in this than she did in Great Outdoors, didn't she?
damn right she does. In that Madonna costume, I'm ready to fucking throw down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. People are like, I wonder what they did to make her her costume there. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. They did a great job
Ooh, she's a material girl.
in a material world.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Nick? You're just like, okay.
She's all right.
You didn't notice?
I
You're
noticed.
too busy looking at the teenage
I
girl.
noticed her cones.
I like all the sex jokes in
They
this
were
movie.
cones.
And the funny bit about Max loves your, what do you call them? Yabos?
Yeah, yabos, yeah.
Max likes your yabos. In fact, he loves them.
But saying that a teenage boy loves boobs is a fucking fact for damn near everybody.
But the fact is, like 10-year-olds are watching this and getting the fucking thrill of their lifetime hearing about yabos and
Yeah,
like,
they're
because
like,
that's the
"Yeah,
shit they're all
yeah."
talking about at school anyway. I mean, you don't want to hear about it, but like, it fucking passes down to people. So
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense.
I could tell you some fucked up shit that happened when I was 10 or 11.
Let's do it. You want to do a therapy segment for a minute?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
So the Sanderson.
Is it incriminating? Is that why?
No,
Is it past the statute of limitations?
probably.
Okay.
I never did anything illegal.
Did it happen to you, or did you do it?
Both.
Oh, fuck.
Museum. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a museum.
Binks is watching them like, you fucking dumb bastards.
Yeah, and he tries to intervene. He's like, yeah, this dumbass gonna light the candle.
Yeah, he attacks his ass. And they still light it. He does.
If he got neutered, would it grow back?
If he got neutered, he'd probably just like go jump into a wood chipper so that it would come back, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
So if he destroys his body,
If it didn't come back,
completely,
you just go jump into a wood chipper.
and then he would regenerate 100%.
Well, I feel like you'd have a better chance. Don't you?
I don't know. We need to
That's
explore
my
that.
logic.
That needs to be its own sequel. Like, what did Binks do for 300 years? All the ways he tried to commit suicide
Yeah.
and get revived. It's like Groundhog's Day for this black cat in the Hocus Pocus universe.
Basically, and it goes through and lives with a bunch of different people and sees some shit.
Yeah, see some real bad shit.
One owner always had a bunch of people over in masks. They would always take off their clothes
You think he,
and left lots of tasty surprises around the house when they left.
you think he had sex with another cat?
I don't know. That's bestiality at some point,
Dude.
isn't it?
300 years, he had sex with other cats.
Yeah.
With his thorny little dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, probably. There's only so much you can do. And then you felt a cat's tongue. You can't really just lick yourself with that thing.
Well, it's also like he is a child trapped in a cat's body, and he's eternally a child.
So is he prepubescent?
Well, should it even be up for discussion, his sexuality, since he's a child?
What if
or is he 300 and plus child, however many child years he
What
was
if,
already?
uh,
Like, is he 311 or 12?
I mean, his mind's maturing, but his body is staying the same age as a cat.
Yeah.
But as a cat, he might be sexually mature based on the age of said cat. So I don't know. It's a real fucking loop. We can't understand or answer these questions. We're not prepared for it. We haven't done the research.
What if humans had sandpapery tons? Would you guys want blowjobs?
Yeah.
Are you offering? I just heard that sandpaper
I
sound.
know,
Your
that was
scruff-
perfect.
of your scruff in the
But
mic.
is, yeah, but it would kind of like chafe your penis a little bit, right? Wouldn't it?
I don't know. Put some peanut butter on yourself for your cat.
You suck.
I'm not talking about getting it in the mouth though. When you get the whole tons sandpapery.
I don't know, Nick. That's a
You
question
suck that guy's dick?
you're gonna have to answer for us.
Yeah, they light the candle, the bitches come back.
The bitches.
They're gone for 300 years. Time flies when you're dead.
It's instantaneous for them, right?
Sarah Jessica Parker is thirst trapping me.
Jesus Christ. Let's talk about that for a minute.
But not in the sequel.
No, she does in the sequel. It's just that her tits aren't on display too. Like she cleaned up well.
She came back
We'll get
with
there,
a
though.
different outfit.
For a woman in her 50s, yeah, she's aged gracefully. That's for sure.
They all have.
I'm not a fan of Sarah Jessica Parker, but in goth makeup, Sarah Jessica Parker is my shit.
Yeah, she looks pretty good in the first
That's
one.
the only time I'm like, oh, Sarah, yeah, because Sex in the City is that whole thing, and you're just like, whatever.
You think Matthew Broderick makes her put on that makeup every time they get it on?
I fucking hope so, man, because he's, yeah.
They got
As
the
long as he
outfit.
dresses up as
Ferris
Abe
Bueller.
Froman,
Yeah.
Sausage King of Chicago. Yeah, you too.
She rides his broomstick.
Exactly. Or do they role play the time where he killed somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
in real life.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick killed someone in a car accident once.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew that,
That's fucked up, isn't it?
yeah.
but not on purpose.
Ferris
like,
Bueller killed somebody. Life moves pretty fast.
Did he? How did
If you don't stop and look around every once in a
How
while,
did he not fucking serve time for
you
that?
could miss it. Because it was a car accident.
involuntary manslaughter.
It's not like he didn't kill
And
them on
he's a
purpose.
celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
You don't just go to jail if people die in
Well, for
car
involuntary
accidents.
manslaughter, you do.
I don't know if that's
Not
what
if
it
you're a
was. Look it up.
celebrity.
Fucking look it
Not if you
up.
have-
I
All
don't
right,
know.
producer boy, look
Not
it
if
up.
you have
Yeah.
money.
I guess he is a white man with money, so yeah, that probably makes sense.
Christopher Walken and number 2 from Austin Powers murdered Natalie Wood, right? And they got away with it,
Yep.
allegedly.
Binks takes him to the graveyard and explains that it's like hallowed grounds and shit.
Robert Wagner.
Sarah Jessica Parker is trying to bang the kids. She's obsessively flirting with Max and is like, let me play with him. And you're like, oh, I don't like the way you say that.
Shabane's the bus driver. He had his shit out.
Oh, damn right she does.
I feel like
That's what they were
Bouncing on that
doing.
shit while they're driving around. Hell yeah.
it feels like her character's trauma imprinted on a lot of young women that became teachers later on
What?
because they're like into the younger kids. You know, there's always those teachers going around that are like into their students and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I think this helped influence that.
Yeah.
That is very uncomfortable to watch, though. When I was watching, I was like, oh, that's really fucking creepy. But at the time, as a kid, you're like, I'd let her put a spell on me.
Well, 300 years ago, you could have sex with
Witches?
12-year-olds or whatever. You married
Jesus Christ, Nick!
No, I'm saying that's what
I
they
know.
did, though. They...
Okay, Jesus Christ. I might have to even edit that. I don't think we can have the phrase have S word with blank. I don't
Yes.
know. I'm not comfortable with that being on there.
We'll just say marry 12-year-olds.
Yes, child brides was a thing back in the old times.
But you died at 32, so they're really like...
We ain't even going there, man. We're just moving on.
That's done. So anyway, back to Sarah Jessica Parker.
She's hot. I want to bang her like a drum, stuff her like a Thanksgiving turkey. You know what I'm saying? Zombie Billy, he's pretty cool. Beloved character. Mm-hmm. Funny. That guy is a very famous actor.
Yeah, Doug Jones.
Yeah, his list
Dougie
of roles
Jones.
is pretty incredible.
He does a lot of cons, too. You guys could probably meet him later if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, the bus driver when she's flirting with me, he says, "Bubble, double bubble, I'm in trouble."
Oh yeah.
He said all 3 of them were hot.
Yeah.
Well, and he's a
He's just being nice to the hot
middle-aged
friends.
bus driver, just assuming he can get with one.
Well,
of them is going to make
here's
his
the
day.
scenario. Here's the scenario, right? You're this bus driver. All 3 of them get on. You want to bang SJP. SJP's like, well, you got to bang all 3 of us or none of us. You're going to bang all 3 of them. You're just going to do it. You're going to fucking do it.
I mean, yeah, there's
Plus, that's an orgy.
yeah. If it's more than
Several items off the bucket list
if
here.
it's more than 3, then yeah. Hey, wait
Several
a second.
check marks there.
So if you've never had a threesome, but you've had an orgy, do you just cross off threesome off your list, or is that a whole separate item on your
That
bucket
would be
list?
a foursome.
Well, a foursome is borderline orgy,
Yeah,
but like, yeah.
but not like couple swapping because these are 3
You
friends
can
with
cross
one
off
dude.
group sex once
Okay,
you pass
that's fair.
3.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, yeah. I mean, there's no
A
specifics. I don't
threesome
know.
is group sex or foursome?
I think a threesome is group sex, technically. That's still a group. It's a small group, but it's a
Yeah.
group.
Yeah,
It's more of a group than 2.
yeah. A few is 2, and yeah, there you go. I was just curious because
How many is a gaggle?
again,
7 or 8.
yeah, isn't it? Yeah,
Gooses?
7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if you have sex with 7 or 8 gooses, that's a gaggle?
You're probably going to be in prison because you shouldn't be doing that with animals.
So, Binks gets run over, and that's really sad, and it made me awfully sad as a child.
She had his eyeball pop out.
And he pumps back up. Oh, God, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have been able to take that.
His eyeball just pops back in.
That'd have been funnier if he like put his paw in his mouth and went like.
It reminds me of the dog, and It's Always Sunny. He's like, oh, your dog's eye's hanging out. Oh, yeah, it sometimes happens. You just have to, like, pop it back in with your knuckle. Jesus Christ. I like the little angel. The girl dressed as an angel says "bless you" to them, and they're all like, "Ah, Jesus Christ!" Oh, and then the devil guy,
Yeah, he's fucking heroic.
Master, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, bitches, come in and party."
Yeah, he's like, we're gonna party tonight. And his wife's fucking busting his balls, and then
Did you notice that they're watching this scene in the sequel?
yeah, I did notice
On
that
the
was played in there.
couple
Yeah.
on the couch.
Yeah. I love it when she kicks them all out after she catches him dancing with Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes, amazing. Because they're calling him master. It's again, it feels very sexual.
Who's that wife? The actress looks familiar. Do you guys think so?
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, look it up, Nick. I don't know.
They tell the cop they lit the candle, who turns out not to be a cop. That seems funny. They think I'm a real cop.
Yeah, the girl gets on the bike with him. I always forget that little gag until it happens. You're like, oh, yeah, yeah.
And these guys think we're real cops. Like, what is that, Black Sheep? Oh, the kids steal their brooms, too. Which is just like, these are fucking horrible children just stealing shit. Mary watching TV. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means. That's my note. But we're going to move on past it.
She was watching in the Devil's house.
Oh, yes, yes.
With the remote.
Oh, that's right.
Then she tries to turn the wife off.
That's funny as
Yeah,
shit.
it doesn't work, and that's a good gag there, too.
Ralph, sick 'em. The fucking dog dressed as a devil, too. Fucking chases them out of there. That dog's a good actor. And then we come across, again, the Madonna outfit and all that shit we were talking about.
Yeah, for the grown-ups party that they're all hanging out at.
You get the I Put a Spell on You song bit, which I can do without. It's whatever. I get it. Bette Midler's a singer. You want to do that, so that's why it's there.
Yeah, I feel like she asked for a couple extra ones in the sequel.
I feel like that, too. I was a little
I want to sing and dance a little bit more.
Oh, and then they think they beat them. Fucking go to take a nap and shit. And then Max is trying to he's trying to score some shit, basically. Then the witches cage the bullies. That shit's funny.
Yeah, like Hansel and Gretel style. That's amazing. Got up in those little bird cages, basically.
And basically the book is like The Ring and Lord of the Rings. It wants to get back to her. So it's like they open it up and it emits this little light beacon shit. They do get the broom, the mop, and the vacuum, which is iconic.
That's a pretty fun little scene.
There's 7-Up cans in there when they're looking for salt.
Yeah, I
Did you
saw
see
that.
those?
Yeah, I saw those. I was like, ooh, that's a nice aesthetic
that's sexy.
there. That's like not long before the Make 7 Up Yours campaign, because that was a mid-'90s thing.
Yeah. I remember that. Sarah's song is pretty creepy. I'm not even going to say the words to the lyrics because they're pretty creepy.
Yeah, no, there's no need to.
Remind me.
No.
Nick is just going to have to
Well,
listen
give me
to
a
it
hint. Give me a
as he goes to sleep tonight.
Come, little...
Children?
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember. I really don't.
Well,
There's a reason I was trying not to say it.
Oh.
Because it's disturbingly creepy. That's about all my notes. I guess I stopped taking notes.
Is it just me or is the young actor in this, she kind of reminds me of Hilary Swank, because at first I was like, is that Hilary Swank in this?
That's fucking Thora Birch, man.
She
Remember Ghost World? She stars in
yeah.
Ghost World with Scarlett Johansson.
She does look swanky.
And Steve Buscemi, right?
Yeah.
She does look swanky in this one, though.
And she's also in
I think it's
Alaska. That movie Alaska from the mid-'90s.
I don't know if I saw that one. I mean, I probably saw it once then, but...
She acts and does directing and stuff now, too, so she still
Yeah.
works. That's why she wasn't available to be in this one.
I hear her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she does look like Hilary Swank a little bit in this one, at least.
So, do you have nostalgic ties to this movie?
Of course. I don't know how you don't, but it must just be because our other siblings watched it.
I did.
And I watched it because they were and basically got hooked to it because...
Did we even have this on VHS or anything as kids?
No, but it was on TV every fucking year because after 93 it was super popular for a while. And now it's popular again just because of nostalgia and everything, of course. But
I've always heard people talking about this movie, loving it and stuff.
yeah.
This is like so iconic. This is like the Halloween movie of a generation for, I feel like,
For a
lot of people.
generation?
Yeah.
For kids, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean for just that whole group. But like I just missed out on it because I just never gave a shit about it. But and I don't hate it by any means. I had fun watching it, but
Yeah, I didn't think I'd like it as well as I did.
it holds up pretty well. It wasn't like at any point I was like, I need to turn this shit off.
Yeah, no. Nothing close to that. This is a great movie.
Definitely them acting the three witches make the movie.
Yes.
I as a kid, I liked Danny's character a lot. So
Yeah.
it's a fun fun character.
Killer character.
It is a killer character. It's a dope character.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. So that's pretty much all we have to say about that. I do like it. There's resolution. Binks gets to go to heaven, I guess.
Gets to see his sister. Yeah, they have that whole little ghost montage.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Gets to see her, and they go off and have their adventures. I've been waiting forever.
She's stuck as a little girl for eternity.
So is he.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be a little girl for eternity.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for Hocus Pocus, guys.
I got another question about this, though. I just thought of this.
Jesus.
Would that kid go to heaven as a cat, or would he go to heaven as a person?
He transformed back into a
Yeah, that was just a spell.
boy ghost.
He's not going to go to heaven.
And more importantly, what kind of god do you worship that would allow a fucking kid to be stuck as a cat for 300 years? Not a god I'd want to worship.
Well, according to
definitely
God,
the-
cats don't get into heaven either, so.
That's the least of his offenses, though. Would dogs go to heaven, but not cats?
No, that's a movie. That's not in the Bible. Dogs don't go to
Disney
heaven.
made it. It's got to be.
Dogs don't have souls, according to the Bible, so.
Does this say that?
I mean, it's implied, because humans are unique. If the Bible says that other things have souls and we're eating them still, holy fuck, are people fucked in the head. Like, more than
We don't eat
they
their
already are.
We don't eat their souls, though.
I mean, the soul is where all the flavor is.
No.
Yeah, that's why they call it soul food.
That's offensive.
Is that offensive?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna
gonna
have to say goodnight.
We're gonna
I don't need anybody's corpse, animal or otherwise, so
now.
now, yes.
You had quite the record before.
Well, I learned better.
You killed many a cow.
I didn't ever kill a single one.
Are you still
I have to
recording?
say goodnight.